Good, Rafa?
Yep.
Okay, so in terms of the update for the squad, obviously it's early in the week. George Acosta had a minor knee operation yesterday just to clean up the knee. He's been bothering him for about 10 days now, and we decided to take the option to just have a quick scope of his knee, which is disappointing because the kid's been doing really well. Edison Ascona's got a slight knock in the MLS2 game at the weekend, so we're just going to have to monitor him day to day. And Gonzalo's still day to day at this moment in time, but I'm hoping he's going to be okay for weekend. By Thursday, I think we'll know that. So we travel on Thursday with obviously the long flight and the time difference, so I'm hoping that we get Gonzalo back in the squad for weekend. Apart from that, there's been a miles better feeling and energy around the place since the weekend. The first win was always going to be really important, and I think we all agreed on Monday morning that feeling we want to stay with us by winning more games. So the next 10 days I think are going to be massively important for us with the 3 games we have next week, the first time this season. We're going to have to utilise all our squad. We're going to need all our players back. Victor, Gibbs and Saylor were back in training today, so it's a big week for them in terms of sort of like the next 10 days. And it's about going to a team that there's serial winners in this league that have got great experience, they've got brilliant players, an outstanding coach, and us trying to take a lot of what we've done in the last 2 games into a game that's really, really important to us. Yeah, I think he played a lot freer. Without Gonzalo in the team on Saturday, because he was the man. Sometimes centre forwards need to be that person that everyone looks to and relies on for goals. So what we saw on Saturday was someone that was willing to take on that mantle of being the main guy, the main number 9 in the team, and with four goals already this season. He's someone that's going to be really exciting, and I hope he continues that rich vein of form. His energy and confidence the week leading into the game, I thought was massively important.
Can he be that main man?
Well, I mean, if you look at the size and the stature of the guy, he's someone that when you see him, he's got everything that you'd want in a good old-fashioned centre forward that we see in England. Size, stature, physique, the ability to dominate centre backs is going to be massively important in this league, and he's still getting adjusted to the league in terms of the physicality. But I think there's another 15-20% still to come. But his finishing is as good as they come.
So what do you do?
The best team, the best players play. The best team to win the game plays. I think what we saw on Saturday was 11 players plus I think we made 3 subs maybe. Plus the 3 subs all heading in the same direction, all working so hard, all being together, all sticking to the game plan, and that's going to be the order of the day from now to the end of the season, because I think we've found a formula now that we know is non-negotiable. And I think what the players that played on Saturday, or what the players that were involved on Saturday felt, was that everybody was headed in the right direction, that everybody was fighting for the same cause, everybody never give in. And I think those are key qualities in any team in this league. Teamwork. I think I don't know if you watched the Man City Chelsea game, Man City versus Liverpool game on Sunday. There was great technical players on that pitch, but the effort and intensity of every single player that was started and that came onto the pitch was there for all to see. You can't carry players in any league in the world. You can't carry players, and especially in this league. I think we've seen it now. I've seen it. You look at New England's team. New England's team's got probably the best MVP DP player in the whole of the league, in Carlos Gil. But the work that he puts in is incredible, and the work that every single player that puts into winning teams has got to be 110%. And I'd say that's what we saw from our team on Saturday.
Do you expect Gonzalo to play on Saturday?
I think he'll be involved. Yeah, I think he'll be involved. Yeah. We fly back. We land at 6 o'clock Sunday night, and then we play Tuesday night at 7. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. Both games on turf, which is you think about we play on natural grass. So the turnaround in terms of recovery is going to be extra difficult. But the 3 games next week are. They say they're difficult, but I think they're great games to play in. Playing against our local rivals, I think it's a game that should excite us. Playing against Atlanta at home is one that's always going to be one of the best home games of the season. And then Seattle away is one where think from the outside, before I entered the MLS, they were always the standard bearer. When we used to come on pre-season tours, Seattle was a team that most Premier League teams wanted to play. Why? Because they were the best. With Freddie Ljungberg in the team and etc. So for me, they're the standard bearers before I came into the league. It's one. We've got Chris Henderson, who's a former Seattle guy. We've got DeAndre Yedlin. We've got Damian Lowe, who've all got ties with the club. So there's a little bit of players and staff going back there. They've got a lot to prove, and we've got an analysis. We've got two analysts that are also from Seattle. So there's connections between the two clubs.
Can you talk about the year?
Yeah, I loved working with Anthony. It was a big loss when he left, but I realised that he wanted to obviously go as head coach. I think I always knew that at the start when I was working with him, that he's got the potential to be a really good head coach, and he took the plunge. And sometimes when you talk about it a lot, but actually the only way you'll learn and get better is by doing it. So he's took a really difficult job and he's doing really well, and he's an outstanding coach, but an even better person. So it's going to be a difficult game. He's going to have them organised. He's going to know everything probably about what we're going to do, and it's a local derby where you think about it's their cup final, and it's our banana skin. So it's going to be a real interesting occasion. We can play some of our MLS2 players. The rules are slightly different, so we've got the ability to freshen up the depth of the squad. But we're going to go there with our best team. Yeah, I think they have. That's the non-negotiable now. I think the never say die spirit, the togetherness. There's a clear identity to the way that they played and fought. That everybody was at the ground saw. When I spoke to everybody after the game away from this football club, there was one really clear message. There was one really clear message that they saw an Inter Miami team out on that pitch that they was proud of. They saw an Inter Miami team out on that pitch that they could relate to and identify with. And really, that's the bit now that's non-negotiable. We want to see that every week, regardless who the 11 are or who the 18 are. I love the game. I've got to say, the 3 games I've seen from the MLS2 games have been some of the best games I've seen this season. I was a little bit nervous about taking them out of the USL, because I think that's a fantastic league where you play against men in different surroundings where they have to grow up and it's out the comfort zone. But these games are, I've got to say, closer to MLS fixtures in terms of tactical and technical, and the spirit of the MLS2 team. And I told them after the game that when they played in the previous 2 games, they inspired me a little bit in terms of what I wanted from my first team, and they've got a really good momentum going. The players that are coming from the MLS down into playing there, they're a little bit nervous about going down there because they think, is it a drop down? And they end up really gaining in their confidence. And Bryce and Emerson, Harvey, Edison, George and Noah, I think it's key for them to play. Yeah, I thought it was a game for men. I did. I thought it was a game for men. I think Chris has got real versatility. I liked what I saw from Amay. He went away with Zambia, played really well. When he came back, he was a different person, more confident. Just seemed to just go up a level to the boy that we saw last year. And I felt as if the way that New England played, it would suit Amay, and it would suit us to have, men in the back 4. And that's nothing against Noah, because he's been doing really well. But there's times when he'll play, there's times when he don't, and he came on and did fantastically well. But Chris just gave us that little bit of extra bite, and I'm really pleased with how he's progressing.